Good morning, good evening, hello guys, it is I, Toby King, and welcome back to another Universe Remote episode. Now we are on the Go Home SmackDown before the pay-per-view. Our pay-per-view will be tomorrow night, so before we introduce that, we have a few things to get to. We'll have the last 4 matches in the first round of the 32-man tournament. And to kick off the show, we have EC3 and Cedric Alexander. The producers seem to edit out their entrances for tonight, but it doesn't matter to them. They're just going to be kicking it straight off in this opening match of the evening. So I should mention that the tournament ladder wasn't shown today because we don't know 100% if Kalisto has moved forward or not. We've given Tommaso Ciampa an option. He's going to come out and explain it later on tonight whether he chooses to follow through with accepting his rematch clause against Kalisto at Money in the Bank. So he can rematch Kalisto for a chance to move on into the tournament round, or he can let Kalisto move forward, forego his option in the tournament, and challenge Lince Dorado at the Money in the Bank instead. So we'll hear from him later on tonight about that and hear his choices and find out what he decides is his best option and which option he chooses. But currently on this match that we're seeing so far, Cedric Alexander is just dominating EC3 now. Poor EC3 hasn't had the best run in the TKWF, having his debut last year at WrestleMania and then being injured that same WrestleMania by The Undertaker. He's happy that he's on a completely different brand to The Undertaker this year, but he's still not happy about that. And now in this match, he's starting to fight back now, but it seems that Cedric Alexander has dominant reign over him in this match as well. So, not the best run for EC3 so far, but hopefully he can pick things up. I mean, the match isn't over yet. He could potentially pull back and win, but unfortunately Cedric Alexander, just busted in him open now. And now Cedric Alexander is just dominating EC3 in this opening challenge. So I should mention the winner of this match will move on to the top 16 starting next week, and will be facing Baron Corbin in the second round of the title tournament. Now, Baron Corbin is going to be a tough opponent to get through, being that he beat John Cena in round 1 in what was an amazingly fought fight. Well, Cedric Alexander going to the top rope once again now. Goes for the cover now. 1, 2, 3. And Cedric Alexander moves on to face Baron Corbin next week in the top 16. Well, maybe not next week, but in the next few weeks to come. The top 16 starts next week is what I meant to say. But he is moving on to challenge Baron Corbin in the top 16. But this was an interesting opening match here. As I said, poor EC3 hasn't had the best of luck in this universe so far. Cedric Alexander, haven't seen too much of him, but he's starting to make a name for himself in this universe. As moving on to the next match, will he be able to take on Baron Corbin in the top 16? We'll find out in the next few weeks. But for now, we have Pete Dunne coming out to the ring to explain what happened last week with him and Tyler Bate. So here he is. Let's hear what he has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well. Pete Dunne's just put down the challenge to Tyler Bate, saying, you cost me the title match, and now I want a revenge match at Money in the Bank. We'll see what Tyler Bate says, but if he would like to accept this match, then I am more than happy to oblige. These two have some unsolved business, apparently, and it interrupted the World Title Tournament that myself and the SmackDown General Manager have been planning for a while. So I am keen to see what is going to happen here. But for now, it seems Tyler Bate's got something to say. So let's hear what he has to say. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Bate said, you know, let's not drag this out any longer than it needs to. You want the match, let's have it. So, the match between Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne is happening tomorrow night on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But for now, let's move into match 2 of the night, and one of the last 3 matches to see who will move on to the top 16 in the World Title Tournament. And we have Ali coming out right now. Ali, a new person to this universe, hasn't done anything yet, but granted, we've been in the World Title Tournament. He hasn't had a chance to do anything yet. But here he is, looking to make a name for himself in this World Title Tournament. Possibly moving on in the tournament to a further understanding of what's going to happen. But, well, that's Jackson Riker, ladies and gentlemen. Another debutee in the TKWF. It's gonna be interesting. We did try, like, we did try to make it so that it was always a like, I guess call them veteran guys, people who have been in the TKWF before, versus either a debutee or someone who hasn't been used too much in the universe. But we just ran out of people when coming up with this bracket, so we figured why not put Ali up against Jackson Riker, have 2 debutees face off against each other in this top 32 contenders tournament for the world title. And then, you know, they both got a chance to show off what they've got against a fellow debutee. Oh, Ali missed that drop kick there. And, oh, countered the double axe handle punch or whatever he was going for. I don't know exactly what he was going for, but Ali seems to be pretty much on the offense for most of this match already. Nice top rope leg drop there from Ali. We've got some amazing competition coming out from these two here in this match so far. And Ali with the running sentons missed that one though. And oh, here we go. Nice Hurricane Rana there from Ali. Goes for the cover. 1 and a kick out at 1. Well, nice quick thinking there from Ali to try to get a quick victory. Was not enough to pull the victory off, but he tried. He failed. Oh, nice leg drop there again. Goes for the cover this time. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 once again. Ali's trying to use his speed and momentum over the much bigger Jackson Riker. Oh, well, he wanted to do a flip as a taunt and managed to kick him in the head just slightly. It didn't deal much damage, but it did hit him enough to make him jolt, so interesting perspective there from Ali. And oh my god, Ali with the suicide dive over the top rope. I think Jackson Riker hit his head on the announce table coming down, and my god, just threw him into the barricade now. Ali's gone from just going for multiple flippy shit moves and trying to prove himself as a competitor to just going all out in this match here tonight. And Riker threw Ali into the stairs there. We're down to the 3 count already. And then Ali returns the favor by throwing Riker into the steel steps. Now Ali taunting. Riker's back up now. And Ali with the nice counter there. Nice jumping neck breaker there from Ali. Riker got out of the ring immediately. Oh no, another suicide dive. What? Oh my god. Ali is pulling off all the flippy shit in this match. And my god, what a match these two are putting on. I mean, for the most part, it's been all Ali, but, Riker's gotten a bit of good offense in. Went for a submission, but got the rope break now. Now, Ali, not sure what to do, whether he should go for a pin, keep doing some momentum, hits a Frankensteiner, Hurricane Run to the top rope, and, what's he going for here? And I believe he calls that the 0450. Or the 0540, it's the 0450, I think. Or the 054. I don't remember what exactly he calls it. We will find out by next week, but congratulations to Ali. Moving on in this title tournament. That was an amazing competitive match for you. You are moving on to challenge Heath Slater in the next round of the tournament. Heath Slater coming off of a brilliant victory over Edge himself, so both of these men will be moving into that match with a lot of momentum. But for now, we have Tommaso Ciampa out here, so let's hear what he has to say about the Kalisto incident that happened last week. Tommaso Ciampa with a few choice words there. Called Lince Dorado a little asswipe and has said his ass is grass coming into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So it seems Tommaso Ciampa has made his decision. Kalisto will move on in the world title tournament, and Tommaso Ciampa will challenge Lince Dorado at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view to start off the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and hopefully he can get some revenge for himself here, because after the way Lince treated him and now has cost him his spot in the title match, so he was given the choice. So I don't know if you could technically class it as costing him. Either way, he has basically put down the challenge and said, look, I want Lince in the Money in the Bank match. I don't care about this world title tournament. So it's an interesting take on what we know. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but it's an interesting way to see what Tommaso Ciampa is more interested in. He seems to take respect and integrity in his matches, even if he doesn't like his opponents. He tries to respect the sport of professional wrestling more than he does a world title. So, but for now, we have our second last match of the night, and the second last match in the first round of the TKWF SmackDown World Title Tournament. Now, we have 4 superstars left in the first round. 2 of them will move on to the top 16, and starting next week on SmackDown, we will start declaring who will move on to the top 8 from there. So it's going to be interesting to see who will decide to move on, or who will win their matches and be able to move on in this tournament. So far, we've got Eric Young, and he is facing Arya Daivari. Now, again, as I said last week, last match, sorry, not last week, sorry. We did try put the more experienced TKWF superstars up against the debutees. Eric Young isn't really experienced in the TKWF, though he did start off in NXT. Oh my god. What is Eric Young doing here? Oh my god. Well, Eric Young has stated backstage that he will go to any lengths to win this world title, and it seems like that's showing now. Oh, what? He's got a chair now? Well, he put the chair down because he saw Arya Daivari coming. He's going back for the chair now. He's got a chair. Oh, he swung, but he missed. Oh, he did it again. Daivari manages to take the chair out of his hands, but not before Eric Young. Oh, just back suplex him onto the floor outside. Now the ref is trying to get them back in the ring. Oh, chair shot to the head by Eric Young. Now Eric Young, as I just said, has been stating he will go to any lengths to win this title, and it seems that he's already doing that, attacking Arya Daivari during his entrance and then striking him in the face with a chair. And now the constant jumping elbows to Arya Daivari from Eric Young now. Oh, and a nice belly-to-belly suplex there. Oh, and the constant punches now from Eric Young to the face. Oh, and a kick to the gut. That has got to hurt. Eric Young going to the top rope now. And 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. You may have beaten him up, Eric, but that is not enough to keep him down for the 3 count. Poor Arya Daivari, I mean, making his debut here in the TKWF here tonight, and having to go up against someone as ruthless and careless about their opponents as Eric Young. Eric Young just wants to punish his opponents here tonight, and just wants the win. He does not care how he wins, he just cares that he wins and moves on in this world title tournament. Or a reminder that his opponent next week will be Randy Orton if he wins, so that's going to be an interesting one. Randy Orton, I don't know if it'll be next week. I keep saying next week, I mean starting next week. In the next round at least. Either way, Randy Orton will not allow this type of crap to happen to him. If anything, Randy Orton will probably do it to Eric Young, so... So it's going to be an interesting perspective here. Eric Young just decimating Arya Daivari with the constant strikes to the face now. He does not care at all. He's just trying to beat down poor Arya Daivari in his debut match. Oh, and the strikes to the head again. Well, poor Arya Daivari, he's come into the TKWF to try and make a name for himself, and he walked straight into a match with Eric Young, where he was assaulted during his entrance, smashed around the face with a chair, and then had his head targeted by Eric Young. And this is just amazing, ladies and gentlemen. 2, 3. Eric Young is moving on into the next stage of the tournament. He will be challenging Randy Orton starting next week. I don't know if his match will be next week or not. But the top 16 starts next week. So, poor Arya Daivari, we're going to have to get some medical attention to check on his head. He probably sustained a serious head injury in this match with the countless strikes to the head. After that fireman slam, I'm not sure what Eric Young would have called that move, but he looked lifeless. So we're going to get some medical help for Arya. Oh no. Oh no, what's going on here? Eric Young, you've won the match. You've moved on. The poor bugger's already injured enough as it is. Oh, well, he dropped the chair and he picked Arya Daivari up. What's he doing now? Arya Daivari so injured and so weakened from this brutal match that he fell down to his knees almost immediately after being picked up. Oh, he's groggy now. Oh! Eric Young just slapped him in the face with that chair shot. And a third one! Oh my god. 3 chair shots to the head, 1 to the back, countless punches to the face. We need to get some medical attention out here to check on Arya Daivari. I don't know what to do, guys. Well, we will keep you up to date with the Arya Daivari situation later on in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, probably tomorrow night, as we get some news from the doctors. Oh my god. I knew having the club on SmackDown was going to be an issue, but I didn't think it would be this much of an issue already. We've just had a match interrupted. Now we're going to have another one. Well, AJ Styles said that the club will run SmackDown, and he is using this title tournament as a way to gain power in the universe by being the first world champion. So I don't know how to handle this. Oh my god. AJ Styles just beats down Shelton Benjamin now. And now moves on to the ring. So we will have an update for you on the Arya Daivari situation tomorrow night on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. The doctors are checking up on him now as I'm getting in my ear. And hopefully it doesn't seem too bad, but he may be showing signs of a serious head injury, and this is not a good start for Arya Daivari in this universe. But it's not entirely his fault if you consider the fact that Eric Young went out of his way to brutalize his opponent here tonight. Though he's going up against Randy Orton in the next round, so I'm hoping that Randy Orton beats some sense into him, because my god, that is just not on in my universe. I do not agree with that at all. But Shelton Benjamin's starting to fight back now against AJ. As I was saying, AJ's come into this universe with the mindset that the club will run over SmackDown. AJ, no stranger to title pitches, as he was a dominant force in the hardcore division last year until Bobby Lashley brutalized him in a pay-per-view match and beat him for the hardcore championship. Oh, locking in the calf crusher now. Locking in the calf crusher. Could we see Shelton Benjamin tap here? Will we see a Benjamin tap to the calf crusher in this match? Oh, he's close. And he does! He does. The calf crusher makes Shelton Benjamin tap. AJ Styles is the last man to move on to the top 16. And he will be challenging Dolph Ziggler in the next round of the tournament. And that calf crusher was held in for so long. I don't blame Shelton Benjamin for tapping.
Here is your winner, the
Well, AJ Styles said the club was here to make a name for themselves, and that's what they did. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you liked it, bell and subscribe if you want more content from me. And as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.